Another method for solving a quadratic equation is by completing the square, which is our third method we will look at. This method is useful because the idea can be used when you're changing the subject of higher level questions, when you're looking at functions. Anyway, how do we do it? Well, we complete the square first. If you're not familiar with completing the square, watch my recording on completing the square. So halve your x term, which is 6. Half of 6 is 3. So if we expanded these brackets, we'd have a 3 times 3. We don't need any more 9, so we need to subtract that off. Simplify. Now we need to make x the subject because we're solving. Add 1 to both sides. Square root both sides. Now just be careful, when you're square rooting, we can have a positive, negative square root of 1, which in fact I don't really need the root round. Square root of 1 is 1, but it could be positive 1 or negative 1, right? Because 1 times 1 is 1, and negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. So you can almost see with our quadratic equation how we have that plus and the minus. When we're solving a quadratic equation, we can have up to 2 solutions. Okay, so we've got either now, I'm going to put x plus 3 equal positive 1, or we've got x plus 3 equals negative 1. So let's just make x a subject now by taking 3 off both sides. So we could have x is equal to negative 2, or x is equal to negative 4. Now let's just look at this next one then. Same idea, but our answer will look slightly different. Half of 1, half of 2 is 1. Minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1, so we need to take it off. Let's simplify. Add 6 to both sides. Right, square root both sides. So this time when we square root, we've got the positive or negative square root of 6. We'd have a decimal as our answer, so we're going to leave it in third form to make it more accurate. So we've either got minus 1 equals root 6, positive root 6, or x minus 1 equals negative root 6. And then we need to add 1 to both sides. So x is equal to root 6 plus 1, or x is equal to minus root 6 plus 1. Okay, have a go at these 4 questions. Put me on pause and pause when you're done. Half the x term, which is 5. 5 squared is 25, so we need to take off that 25. Let's simplify. Minus 25 plus 24 is minus 1. Add 1 to both sides. Square root both sides. And again, square root of 1 is 1. So we can have x plus 5 is equal to positive or negative 1, which gives us x plus 5 is equal to 1. One solution. Take 1 off both sides, x is 4. Or we could have x plus 5 is equal to negative 1. Take 5 off both sides, x is equal to negative 6. Okay, question 2. Again, half of 10 is 5. Minus 5 times minus 5 is positive 25, so we need to take it off. Simplify. Add 24 to both sides. Square root both sides. 24 is not a perfect square, so we just have positive or negative root 24. You can simplify that third, but I'm just going to leave as it is. Add 5 to both sides, which gives us either root 24 plus 5, or x is equal to root 24 minus. No, add 5. Sorry, no. negative root 24 plus 5. There are our two solutions. Next question. Again, halve the 8. 4 times 4 is 16. We take it off. Minus 16 plus 3 is negative 13. Add 13 to both sides. Square root both sides. Positive or negative root 13. And now let us take 4 off both sides. So we've got positive root 13 take away 4 or negative root 13 take away 4. Those are our two solutions. And question 4. Let's halve the 2. I forgot to take off my 1. Minus 1 times minus 1 is positive 1, so we need to get rid of it. Take it off. We've created it. We don't want it. Simplify. Add 4 to both sides. Square root both sides. Square root of 4 is 2. Positive 2 or negative 2. One of our solutions is x minus 1 is equal to 2, in which case add 1 to both sides, x is 3. Or x minus 1 is negative 2, add 1 to both sides, x is negative 1. So one solution, second solution. Now there's a higher level version of completing the square when the coefficient of x squared is greater than 1. So let's just look at one example.